Good afternoon, YouTube. Today we are going to do the maintenance kit for the Cub Cadet ZT1-50 with the Kawasaki engine. This includes the air filter, oil filter, fuel filter, 2 quarts of oil, and a couple of spark plugs. So we're going to get that done right now. Stay tuned. This is everything that comes in the box. And you have your oil filter, fuel filter, your air filter, a couple of spark plugs, and 2 quarts of 10W30 oil. So to change your air filter, you lift up this piece of plastic. It says lift here. You have a twist turn connector here. Loosen that up, hand tight it. You don't need any tools on these. This is the original. After about, I think I have 67 hours on the meter, so it's the original one. And it's getting kind of dirty. I did clean it once. But they say replace it every 50 hours. And we're at 67, so I'm replacing it. See, this guy is pretty dirty. Got a grass in here. Fits right in. There you go, just like that. Nice and snug. To drain the oil, you need to loosen up this drain valve here. Kind of hangs down below the mower. We need a 7/16 and a 3/4 inch wrench. And from the factory, these are pretty snug, but I change oil at about 20 hours, so mine should be easier than the factory. Oil will drain, so be prepared to catch it. Loosen up my fill valve. Get it some air. Let it drain. Alright, while the oil is draining, we're going to swap the oil filter out. It might be kind of hard to see from there. You just need a wrench. If you have an oil filter wrench, it's probably better. This goes. Came out pretty easily. Now it's going to drip, so I need a piece of something to catch the drip. A piece of cardboard. This. Alright, after letting the oil drip out a little bit, let's clean it up a little bit. Take your new filter and just hand tighten it on. I just hand tighten it as hard as I can, but You don't need a wrench or anything. Just, if you see it leaking, maybe tighten it a little bit. It's pretty good. Alright, done with our filter. Now we're going to check in with our drain plug. Looks like the oil stopped dripping. So again. So wrenches the tighten a little bit. So now that we've drained oil, we want to add our fresh new oil in. So the filler holes right here. Use a little we'll pour in some of the new stuff. So when you're adding the oil, you're not going to use the whole bottle. You're going to do a little bit. You don't want to overfill it. There's a mark, and you don't want to go over the full. So what I normally do is when I'm at 3/4, I just check how much I have, and as you can see, it's already at the full line, and I still have about 4 ounces left. So I'll use this to top off in a couple months. After that, hand tighten. You're done with the oil. To replace the spark plugs, you're going to need a 13/16 spark plug wrench and an extension. The cables pull off by hand. Pull them straight out. Lefties. Required very little force to pop that off. You want to get that new one in by hand. You turn it, make sure you're not cross-threading it. And when it's in good, you use the wrench to tighten it down. Just a little, and then put your wire back on. Your little pop. That's all you need, just a little pop. Okay, the last step is to replace the fuel filter. You'll see that they have arrows on them. You want to make sure the arrows are lined up the same. So this new one goes this way. This thing's gonna leak. You can see the gas in there, so let's get ready to catch some of it. Let's hold it up high above the gas tank so it leaks a little less. Here's the gasoline. Tighten that up and clean up. So to get this new one on, you just need to twist it and then clamp it back on. And there you have it, Kawasaki engine maintenance kit for the Cub Cadet ZT1-50. It took about an hour and a half. Thanks guys.